Yo! Yayo! Dreaming. Don't give it up, Lupe. Dreaming. Don't give it up, Solo. Dreaming. Don't give it up, Nave. Dreaming. Don't give it up, give it up, give it up, give it up.
Hey guys, welcome back to Phil Plays TCG, and today we are here with another winning deck profile of our locals here. You know, redundant there. But today we have Zach piloting the one, the only, the scourge of One Piece.
The beard.
The Whitebeard. Oh, all right. Why are you playing Whitebeard in this meta?
Well, played Whitebeard ever since set 2 pre-release. It's been the leader I've obviously focused on for, oh god, how long ago was that? 7 months ago? 8 months ago?
Almost a year ago, yeah.
Getting there. It's just a really good leader. Even in this meta, it's obviously he's not the boogeyman of the format anymore. In fact, he's not even meta anymore, I'd say, but he can definitely catch people by surprise.
Right.
The thing I like about Whitebeard, regardless, he has a chance against every single deck. Like, he doesn't like just flat out lose to any deck. Like, some matchups are incredibly difficult, like Enel or Purple Luffy, but you know, Sakazuki I'm favored in. In any rogue deck, you can pretty much crush any rogue deck. So yeah, he's a great leader. Everyone knows what he does. So no one's stranger to him.
There we go. All right, let's show off the deck. And I know this is like almost all alt art at this point.
Oh yes, everything is alt-arted. So let's go ahead and start off with our 1-drops. Obviously, we're going to have the Ezo searchers. Pulls your Whitebeard cards, very straightforward. We also do run the Namis as well for the Straw Hats. Now, some people don't consider this an alt art. It is a starter deck 10 alt art, and it's my favorite one, so you know.
Fancy girl.
Yes, sir. So 8 searchers total. And then moving into that, we're going to go into our 2Ks. Makino, obviously, if you're running the dual searcher package, she can shoot out games more times than you would think.
Yep.
Going into our next 2Ks, this is going to go ahead and be our Sanji 2K. Obviously, just a search off Nami. Very straightforward. Just in general, you're probably aware, Nami pulls your defense, Ezo pulls your main cards that you want on board. And moving into our next 2K, obviously it's going to be Jozu for the Ezo package.
Nice.
And then moving on from there, we're going to go ahead and go into our kind of main bodies, 1Ks if you would, Blocker Marco. So with this one, not as great in the format as it used to be. Obviously, everyone has clears for it. Sakazuki can make him look like a chimp jump. Enel has Amaru, Thunderbolt. You know, it's easily cleared, but it still poses a threat regardless, because it's kind of something your opponent has to answer.
Yep.
Otherwise, it's going to stick on the board, and it can be, you know, life-saving at times. It can swing for game. Swinging with him will win you games more often than not, too. So just a good card. Also very nice in the Purple Luffy.
Oh, yeah.
Right here. This is my tech card for Enel and Purple Luffy. So obviously 4/6 vanillas, not as popular as they used to be. Once again, Yellow and Sakazuki can just clear it no problem. But the nice thing is, for Enel, most Enels are going to swing at you if they're going first. They're going to swing at you in a 3-down turn. You're going to take that life, because if you have him on the crackback, you establish a 4/6, and then they can't get out to it because you'll be at 3 life at the end of your second turn. So very nice card there. Also very nice into Purple Luffy. So with the Purple Luffy matchup, you obviously want to go second. Try and deny them their leader effect into Magellan off the bat. Because Magellan, if you're going first and they get Magellan on turn 2, it is like almost impossible to come back from. But this card is nice because if you do have to go first and they do get the Magellan on turn 2, you at least can play a meaningful body that isn't the Marco, and it still warrants a response. Purple Luffy's hard. You got to go second. Really, that's about it I can offer you there. And then next we got the 5/6 Marco. Pretty good body, even against Sakazuki and Enel and all them. Pretty good right now. It warrants a bottom deck from Sakazuki. They can't Lucci it. Yellow can't really clear it except for Thunderbolt, and it's going to stick around. It's a very sticky body. Obviously clears Rebecca, clears Brule, stuff like that. Moving on to our next cards, we're going to have the Rush Luffy. Obviously the king of the deck. He will steal games from your opponents, as Phil learned today.
God.
Very great card. Everyone knows what it does. I don't think I need to explain this card too much.
It's busted as all hell.
And then best card of the whole deck, Ace. With Whitebeard right now, it's kind of either be really greedy or be really defensive. It's hard to do both. So this card can let you be greedy and also defensive. It obviously clears board like no one's business. It's a 7K swing at life if need be. Obviously pairs well with 9-drop. So fantastic card. My favorite card of the set right now. And then moving into our next card, The old bane of the meta, good old 9-gate. So with this card, I only run this for Enel. If Enel wasn't not in the format, I would not run this card.
Oh, really?
No, just because, like most of the matches, I'm not gonna have time to play it. It's nice for Sokka, kind of warrants a response, but I'd rather have something like another rush card against him. But Enel just forces me to play this card. If I don't have it against Enel, the matchup feels almost unwinnable. But if I'm able to at least get 1 or 2 of these down, I have a much better chance of winning. So, other than that, we're gonna move into our events. Very straightforward. We're gonna do only 3 guard points. With how tight the deck is, honestly, 3 is fine. And then obviously the 4 radical beams. Everyone knows Rad Beam. Come on now.
Oh, yeah. Rad Beam is disgusting.
It's a fantastic card. So this is the deck profile here. If we run the ratios, so with Nami, you get 4, 8, 12, 16, 19.
Yep.
And then with Izo, you're going to get 4, 8, 12, 16, 19. So perfect ratios on both. Chances of whiffing on this deck are slim, but if you watched the videos today, I did whiff twice with 2 searches.
Oh, no.
It happens, but it's really rare. Yeah, that's the deck profile.
Awesome. Who are your matchups today?
Matchup, first round. Oh, God, what was it again?
Me.
Oh, yeah. My bad. Yeah, so Blue Dofi. I got the dice roll, got to go first, deny his curve. It was a very close game. I eked it out with Rush Luffy. Fun game there. And then round 2, I versed Rosinante. So I was not expecting to verse Rosinante round 2, but kind of as I touched on at the beginning, Whitebeard is going to crush any rogue deck. Matchup was very one-sided.
Poor Rosinante.
Poor Rosinante. He doesn't do well in the Whitebeard.
Just killed the Dofi brothers just right off the bat.
Right. And then round 3. So we had really interesting matchups today. Round 3 was purple-yellow crocodile, who is also 2-0. Also another great matchup for me. They're too slow. I'm too fast. Rush them down.
Yep.
Simple. Last round was a no. Hardest matchup. Whitebeard's not favored in it. I got to go second. Unfortunately, on my first Nami search, I bottom decked 2 new gates. Did not have any new gates that game. But I was able to navigate it and just clutch out a victory barely. It was a close game, though.
Nice. There you go.
Yes,
Well, fantastic. You can keep piloting Whitebeard into set 6?
Whitebeard, as long as he's winning, I'll be playing him. Sakazuki's always going to be there in case I need something a little more competitive. But yeah, Beard is always going to be a close pick for me.
There we go. Perfect. You got your winner card, I see here.
Yes, sir. Third winner, Luffy.
There you go. And perfect. It just works for you. It's another Rush Luffy.
Right.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much, Zach. And what events you playing in soon?
Oh boy, so next week we got a Treasure Cup. Throughout February I have 3 Treasure Cups, and then in March I have 2 regionals. For the Treasure Cup next week, on the 3rd I believe, I'm going to bring Whitebeard for it. I just want to give him a shot and see how he does. I've been doing really well with him. For the other Treasure Cups and regionals, I'll probably just be playing Sakazuki, best deck in format, and very, very good leader in the right hands. So.
Right, exactly. Not in my hands, but in everyone else's apparently.
Hey, it happens.
All right. Well, hey, thank you so much for doing this deck profile. It is, oh God, PTSD looking at Whitebeard, but appreciate you, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Here's how the story goes. We find out about a treasure in the grand line. There's no doubt. The pirate whose eye is on it, he'll sing. I'll be king of the pirates. I'm gonna be king. Yayo, yayo, yayo. Oh, oh. His name is Luffy. That's Monkey D. Luffy. King of the pirates.